How did getting engaged ruin your life? We got engaged on a Friday night, under string lights in a little garden behind the restaurant. He'd been shaking as he opened the box, like the moment mattered so much it could split him in half. I said yes before he even finished asking. People clapped. Someone cried. It felt clean and bright, like the start of a better life. The next morning, his parents asked us to come by for brunch. I thought it was going to be hugs and mimosas and that warm, embarrassed, newly engaged feeling. Instead, his mother slid a folder across the table like she was paying a bill. His father smiled without showing teeth and said they just wanted to make sure everything was clear from the beginning. My fiancé squeezed my hand under the table, but he didn't look at me. He stared at the folder like it was a moving object that might bite. Inside were pages labeled with calm, legal headings. Not a prenup. Not exactly. It was a list of expectations. I was required to sign an agreement to keep family matters private, required to attend certain holidays, required to stop speaking to certain people. There was even a section about children. How many, when, how they would be raised, which last names would be used. I laughed because I thought it was a joke. His mother didn't blink. My fiancé finally said it was just tradition, just something they did to prevent problems. He said it like he'd been practicing the sentence for years. I asked him when he planned to tell me. He said he thought it would be easier after the engagement. Like once I said yes, the rest would fall into place. That was the first crack. The second was the paragraph about my job. They didn't like the hours. They didn't like the public-facing part. They wanted me to quit within 6 months of the wedding, with a monthly allowance from them, as if I was being hired into the family. I tried to push the folder back. His father's smile sharpened. He said if I couldn't commit to the family, I couldn't commit to him. Simple. My fiancé finally looked at me then. His eyes were wet, apologetic, and empty all at once. He whispered that if I loved him, I'd just sign, that we could talk about changing things later, after I'd already agreed to be managed. I stood up, hands shaking so hard the water in my glass rippled. I said I needed time. His mother told me time was a luxury for people who weren't joining their family. When we got home, he was quiet, like I'd embarrassed him. I stared at the ring on my finger and realized it wasn't a promise. It was a latch. And the worst part was this. The folder was already in my bag. He had put it there while I was still smiling at brunch.